Today we are going to be reviewing Pixar's Fest, Pixar-themed marketplace food booths. Wow, that was a mouthful.
Yeah, I wish they had a better name for it, but that's what we got. So, I'm Brad.
I'm Kim.
And we're 6260 Ohana, California. Yeah, this is the first year they've done this with Pixar Fest.
So it's usually just Pixar Fest, not the food booth. So we were so excited when we heard there was going to be a little mini food festival going on. And I call it mini, probably just because of the fact it's like half a food and wine festival or a festival of the holidays.
Yeah, there's only 6 food booths this year. And we actually tried food from all 6, but not all, just food from each booth. We tried all the food from every booth.
And some drinks.
So yeah, we're going to let you know exactly what we think and what we tasted. And is it worth your time to try this inaugural food festival?
And we're also at the end going to mention some of the things that we noticed were missing.
And also our top 3 food items at the end. So let's go ahead and go to the first food booth that we visited, which is...
Four-town favorite.
Yeah.
We had the Red Panda Bao. That's a jumbo pork and vegetable stuffed bao with chili garlic sauce. Okay, so I thought this was really interesting. I took some of the chili sauce first and dipped it on a fork to taste it. It was really spicy. Matter of fact, I almost didn't have a second bite because of how hot it was. I'll admit I'm one of those people that are really sensitive to spicy. So I thought that was going to be like how the whole bao was, but it wasn't, thankfully. So getting into the actual bao, there was a ton of pork and vegetables, and it was really great as far as that. The bao itself, there wasn't a lot of the doughy bao, but it was kind of bland when I tasted it.
So, yeah, unfortunately I didn't have it because I could have had an allergy to it, so we were just playing it safe. It looked interesting. It looked good, and it looked actually pretty good sized.
It was a really good sized dish. It was $9. It was okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I would go and get it again.
Okay, so we did try another item from this, which was the dessert, which was?
The Panda Apocalypse. Right? That's an interesting.
Yeah.
It's layers of chocolate chunk brownie, New York style cheesecake, topped with orange and red cream cheese frosting. I really liked it. It was moist, and you could taste the cream cheese in the actual brownie itself.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of this one. And my reason why is I didn't taste the cream cheese as much as Kim did. I got a lot of frosting taste to it. And that's it was really sugary and really frosting to me. It was okay. I
liked it more than you did. I do think it was very rich. We couldn't finish the whole thing between the two of us. So next is Nobody Like You Cooler, which was a Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. It was a raspberry rose tea with white cranberry, lime and orange juices, and a cherry syrup. And it was garnished with an orange wedge gummy candy.
So, yeah, you think tea. And that's not going to be that sweet. It's going to be, a little, have good flavoring, but it's not going to be sweet. This was sugar, sweet, sweet, sweet. But I do give them, it did have a little bit of tartness to it. So you did taste that raspberry flavored tea to it.
It was tart, but wow, was it sweet.
Yeah.
Especially after having the Panda Apocalypse. With the drink, it was like, okay, I need some water after all this sugar.
Overall, I thought it was good.
I thought it was okay.
It's really hard to drink by yourself, though, I think.
Yeah, with all the sugar, this is going to be a reoccurring theme. It's really hard to drink all the sugar and eat all the sugar.
Okay, let's go to our next food booth, which is Gusteau's To Go.
So the first thing that we had was the Ratatouille Pizzetta. It was topped with mozzarella, eggplant, a squash, zucchini, and a drizzle of tomato sauce, and a wedge of French camembert. It was basically a soft cheese.
Yeah, so this was kind of ratatouille on a small pizza.
With a wedge of cheese on top of it.
Yeah.
It was like a brie cheese almost, but not quite.
Yeah, I would say it was more than the drizzle of the tomato sauce. You could really taste it. It was really good. And this is coming from somebody who does not like all those vegetables at all.
I actually was pleasantly surprised. I thought this was going to be like a run-of-the-mill pizza, especially because it's made for such a large amount of people. I was really impressed.
Yeah, only thing is it is a little small, but that cheese, you get a bite with that cheese and everything in it. Oh, that was so good that way.
It was. So actually, I love the creativity of that. Next was the Gusteau's macaroon. So that was a creme brulee macaroon with caramel in the center.
This was a really good macaroon.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. I mean, everything about it, when you bit into it, it didn't like fall completely apart. It stayed solid enough to eat it. We shared it again. It is very sweet. It is a very shareable dessert.
Oh yeah, this one is rich.
But we both really enjoyed it, and it just the flavoring, that the whole flavoring is just right.
So I decided to try a drink here. I got the Little French Daiquiri.
Yeah, unfortunately I was driving, so.
So it was rum, French wine aperitif. I think it's how you say it. I'm not sure. It has pear nectar, cherry plum syrup, and a lime juice garnished with a bruleed pear chip. So I thought it was really good. It was really strong. It's probably my favorite drink of all the things I tried at the Pixar Food Festival, if you will.
Figure out the one with the alcohol in it, right?
I mean, as far as drinks, that's one, yes.
Yeah. So let's go to our next booth, which is the Elemental Table.
That was inspired by the movie Elemental. Quick side note on that. I honestly think it's one of those really underrated Disney movies. If you haven't seen it, this is amazing. I love that movie.
Okay. So the first item Kim got, which is
the smoked firewood barbecue spiced impossible chicken. It was made with hot mustard sauce, pickles, and charred onions.
So basically impossible chicken. We kind of had this one before, not the exact flavor, but the possible chicken. It's like a chicken nugget.
No, this totally tasted like a chicken nugget with some hot mustard sauce. I literally took one bite of it and I was like, I didn't care for it. Once again, we're not impossible people. We try it for the reviews, but we've had better impossible foods before. Yes. I would say this is really low on the scale.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't work for us. Some people may absolutely love this. We also did get another item there, which was?
We got cold nut whoopie cookie pie, which was a cake cookies baked with cocoa powder, filled with cream cheese frosting, and topped with crushed cinnamon candies.
Yeah, this is really cool when they handed it to us. I was like, that's kind of neat looking.
It looked like lava. It was gorgeous, and I was like, wow, I got really excited to try this dessert. I honestly thought like this would be a winner just because I thought it was so beautiful.
Hey, who doesn't like whoopie pies?
So, anyways, we had a bite. It kind of turned your mouth a little brown from the cocoa powder.
Yeah.
It was bland.
Yeah, it really didn't have a lot of flavor. I did not even taste the crushed cinnamon candies on top of it.
I didn't get any cinnamon flavor.
And it was...
Actually, I'd say it's the most disappointing item that we tried.
Yeah, got pretty close.
Yeah, because you looked at it and I think we expected a lot more.
Our expectations of it were up here, and it just kind of went, okay.
I don't know if I even would have put it that high. Okay. It really didn't have much flavor of anything.
All right, let's go to our next booth, which hopefully has a little bit more spark to it, which is the Spark.
So Spark was based on the movie Soul. So all these food booths are based on some kind of movie.
From Pixar.
So this was pretty cool booth. As far as what everything came out, I just like the design of this booth.
Yeah, and really, even everything, the food came out was kind of cool. Let's go to our first thing that we tried, which was?
The Supper Club chicken and potato waffles with a peach cobbler sauce and cinnamon herbed crumble.
Sorry, I heard chicken and waffles. I was like, yep, give me.
Yeah, I thought I was a little like, okay, this might be a little strange. I just thought it would be an interesting combo, and I was like, okay, they're going somewhere with this. The chicken was so hard, I actually kind of split my lip chewing on it.
Yeah, it was really tough. The only way I can really explain the chicken is if you ever had popcorn chicken from KFC or from Jack in the Box. It kind of was like that.
Without the flavor.
But it was really tough and hard to eat into. The waffles were okay.
Yeah.
I did not taste any peach.
I didn't taste any peach either. So it looked much better than it was, but literally after like 2 bites of this, I was done with it. And if you had any dental work done, that may not be the dish for you.
Yeah.
So if you had dentures or like teeth problems, that could be a problem.
Let's go to our next thing that we did try there, which was the
half note jazz cake. It was a traditional red velvet cake, and it was really beautifully decorated like a little piano.
Yeah.
I would say this is like a red velvet cake that was really moist, but it had like a glaze on the outside. I'd say it's like an old-fashioned donut glaze.
Yeah, it really had the red velvet taste. It was really different. And Kim's exactly right. It was like an old-fashioned donut glaze on top of it. And it gave it a very unique flavor.
I thought it was really good. At this time, we were completely sweeted out.
Yeah.
There's so much sugar at this food festival. So we got about halfway through, but we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was something different. It had good flavor. It just was good.
I don't know how much we could elaborate on red velvet. It didn't have the cream cheese, if anything.
Yeah, it was probably one of the least sweet treats of them all, I would think.
And then I got the sparkler, which was the non-alcoholic drink there. So the sparkler was a cotton candy and blue caraco syrups. It had a mango puree and pineapple and lime juice garnished with a glow cube. It was kind of a smoky green color.
Like a murky green.
Yeah.
I guess is the way to put it. I didn't even know there was a glow cube in it. Kim told me there was a glow cube in it.
Yeah, I don't think that shows up in the video, but because the glow cube, it ended up being $13.50 for that. And to put that in perspective, some of the beers there were like $14. So this was almost as much as a beer.
Yeah. So as far as taste, it was definitely I could taste the blue Caraco right away. I mean, I knew exactly what it was immediately. That was the taste combination, and you could taste the lime juices and stuff. It was again extremely sweet.
I think our sweet tolerance at this point was very low, and all we wanted was water, but we were determined to try everything. But this was pretty sweet, especially if you're enjoying other things at the festival.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was one of the exceptional drinks. I thought it was
okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely something I would get if you want to try something fun, not juice tasting sweet.
Want the glow cube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to our next booth, which is the Porto Rosso pasta. I hope I said that right. I probably said it wrong.
What we got there was a Porto Rosso pesto pasta. So it was a ribbon pasta tossed in basil pesto with potatoes and green beans.
Yeah, it was a pesto pasta.
Well, the thing is, the green beans aren't what you'd think is a traditional green beans.
Yeah.
They were like a dehydrated green bean.
I don't like green beans, so I never tried them.
I didn't care for the green beans.
Okay.
But I'm not into dehydrated vegetables. The dish was okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to go have that. I think it was your generic pesto pasta.
So I think this pasta could be really good for younger ones that maybe you're trying to get them to try other different things. It's not overwhelming. But the pesto was good.
Yeah.
Pasta was good. It was just, I guess we're used to more adventurous items at these food festivals. So
Something unique and different, but it was okay. The thing that stood out at this food booth was the Sea Monster lemonade.
yeah, this was a kind of a way different boba type of weird thing. I
I don't know if I'd put it in boba, but yeah, well, let me tell you, it's lemonade with white grape juice and peach syrup garnished with blue citrus mango jellies. So you can see those little
cubes.
And actually they were pretty darn good.
Again, it's a very extremely sweet drink. But those cubes, we couldn't drink the drink, but we were trying to get all the cubes out because they were so good.
That's kind of the funny thing
And
about
I guess
that.
that's why I was kind of saying like a boba, because that's like the boba. It felt like
It's something to sip through the straw to eat.
as far as the flavor of the drink, I could taste the lemonade. I had maybe a tinge of the peach, but it was still really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I think though, once again, our sweet tooth was overloaded at that point.
Let's get to our last cart, number 6.
And that is hanger management. It's my favorite name of all the food booths for this event. So so hanger management is inspired by the movie Inside Out. This sign is adorable. Love this sign. Okay, so we There was a few dishes, but what we did is we got the one dish that combined everything so that we could share.
Yeah, so there's 3 of them. There's one that's regular mac and cheese, basically, which is Joy's.
No, it's called Joyful Yellow Comforting Mac and Cheese with Happy Cheesy Puff.
And then there's the second one, which was
Angry Red Hot Mac and Cheese with Spicy Cheese Crunch. And then we got the mix of the two that's called Mood Swings. So it's half
joyful and half angry.
There you go. I did not try the angry portion. I am not a spicy person. I'm very sensitive. I left that up to Brad. The joyful side of the mac and cheese was decent. It's just mac and cheese.
There wasn't
with a kind of like a Cheeto on top.
Now let's get to the angry portion.
What do you think?
First of all, I took a bite, and unfortunately there was an orchestra playing at that point. I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't mean to. I said it loud, but it was something from Disney you don't expect is always that spicy hot. This had some heat to it.
And I know because Brad eats spicy food and he never reacts like that. So I was like, oh, that had to stand out.
I do want to say this. There's been a couple of times I've been at Disney and had something with buffalo sauce so that it's been so hot you can't taste anything but the heat. This actually had really good flavor of the pepper in it. And I really liked it.
Okay.
Which is weird because I thought it was going to be, just with that heat index, it was going to be so hot. It was good to eat a couple of that, but that heat does last in your mouth for a while. And I think it was actually hotter than the Flaming Hot Cheetos that were on top.
Interesting. Okay. So that was all the food booths at Pixar Fest. So what did we think overall?
Overall, I think it's a good start. It had so much possibility, but maybe needs a little more variety.
Okay. There was so much sugar. I think we both got sugared out about halfway through, maybe even before that.
And that doesn't usually happen to us at Food and Wine or these other festivals, that we can have quite a few of them and be like, okay, this is good. This was really sweet.
I love that they were very colorful. They were very pretty and artistic. I think they were very much playful, fun, and sugary like Pixar.
Yes.
But I would caution, I think this would be a hard place for people with maybe dietary needs like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. This would be a hard food festival. I actually kind of like halfway through was like, is there a salad or something? Because I'm kind of hitting my limit here.
Yeah, and that's really hard. I mean, literally, we usually do the food festivals with a lot more booths. And we did struggle a little bit with this one.
And there was half the booths. And because there's so much sugar.
I agree with Kim that the colors were awesome. And seeing it was a really great first attempt at this, I think. I think there's a lot of possibilities in the future of this. Is it something that I would go out and try to eat my lunch here for the food booths like people have done for dinner and stuff like that?
No.
Absolutely not. This is a snacking kind of type of booth and maybe grabbing a quick dessert to share with everybody. So if you're finding this video helpful,
please like,
subscribe,
and follow along with our Ohana.
All right, let's get to our top 3. So number 3 is the half note jazz cake.
And that is from the Spark.
That was, I mean, really, it wasn't overwhelmingly sweet. The red velvet cake had a really good flavor. It had a really good moisture to it. And it was just interesting with that glaze on top of it that looked like an old-fashioned donut, like we said. I think it was very worthy of our number 3 spot. Let's go to our number 2 spot.
Our number 2 was the Ratatouille Pizzetta.
Yeah, that was really good. And this kind of tells you a little bit about our number 1, how good we thought our number 1 is, because we both love this dish. It's something that, again, I don't eat those vegetables all the time, and I really liked it.
Actually, if we went back to Pixar Fest, I would love to have that for like my lunch.
Yeah, it was really good. It is a little smaller, so it might be a individual size for that one, but it was well worth it for us.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to our number 1, which is
also from Gusteau's to go, and it is Gusteau's macaroon.
That was really good. Again, that is a shareable dessert. Everything about it was right. It didn't fall apart. It was easy to eat. It was flavorful.
Love the caramel put in the creme brulee flavor. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really cool to see the Gusteau on it, and it says Gusteau's to go on it. I think it was very well themed, and it just tasted really good.
So we noticed a few things were different from the food booths and Pixar Fest from other festivals throughout the year. And that is one, there was no like sip and savor type pass.
Yes.
So this was, you had to buy each item individually. There wasn't any sort of discount in that way.
They did have a merchandise booth around. The activities are not going to be as prevalent as you see in the food and wine festivals because obviously they're doing things around the park for Pixar Fest. They're different.
There's a lot of unique characters that are out that you can get your pictures taken with, which is a lot of fun. But to me, the most interesting thing I thought was missing was ears. They didn't have special Pixar Fest ears.
Now, the preface of that, they do have a section where you can build your own ears. Unfortunately, when we were there, they were out of the Pixar ear, build your own ears. So it's something to be aware of, but it'll be out there.
And they're mostly hats. So I thought that was just kind of a different thing. Usually all the festivals have unique ears. But kind of interestingly enough, we went to Company D, which is a cast members and friends and family type of store that sells discounted ears. And we saw tons of ears from Food and Wine Festival this year and Festival of the Holiday stuff. So maybe they just kind of thought that stuff wasn't selling as well.
So I think that kind of covers all the Pixar food booths this year. So with that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye and
Find your magic. Bye, everyone.